performance. But now he is going up against another one of the greats of all time, that man on the left, Tony Spredeman.
17 years old, okay. At 14, beat Kevin Huntstorfer in a men's singles championship. At 17, won the Garlando World Series Championship in singles and open mixed. He's a phenom. He's a stud, and he just beat Ryan Moore and then Sammy Dijon to get to this point.
It's one thing doing that, but then coming on to a secondary table and being able to
get here,
perform at this level is really quite an amazing accomplishment. And he's got a couple of opportunities early on to get on the scoreboard first, and he does find the straight hole coming out with the pull shot here against Spredeman.
We saw him start out with a rollover against Ryan and then adapt and adjust and shoot this wicked pull shot that has incredible lateral speed. Tony's not shooting his pull kick. He told me he was going to shoot his pull kick. He's doing the smart thing. Yeah. He's not shooting.
And when has he ever told the truth to you anyway? Nice pickup here by Burmetler. It'll be interesting to see Tony make the adjustments in this one down the middle for Stefan.
He's crushing that pull shot, man.
You know, you think back on European players who have shot a pull shot on Tornado, and there are not many of them. And certainly I don't think...
And Kevin Huntstorfer and multi-table.
Yeah, and Robert Atha to some degree when he plays.
Yeah.
But, boy, Burmetler has really looked good so far. And Tony with an answer. It's now 2-1. Just got an update. My kids lost the first game 5-4. And now Stefan 3 for 3 coming out. Didn't take much time here.
The lateral speed.
Found the long hole.
It just looks the same, and the lateral speed is so good. The pressure's on Tony immediately.
So Tony playing from behind early, but he's fine with that. He doesn't mind. He's going to keep learning about this player's game on Tornado, and that one knocked in off the man, and maybe second guess the fact he should have shot this. However, it does result in a goal off Tony's man to make it 4-1. But Tony's going to go ahead and just garner data, get information early on, formulate the game plan, ball to ball, game to game. Burmetler fires that pull shot on goal.
He scored 4 clean ones in the 5th game versus Ryan Moore.
And the left hook here, and just like that, it is 1-0 for Stefan Burmetler as he comes through with a left hook for point number 5 of game number 1.
Now, look, I don't want to exaggerate it all, but this is one young man coming from Europe to play in our tournament, and there's a bunch of these guys. I don't know if they're this quality. This is unreal. But there are a bunch of these young guys out there in Europe that are
There are young guys who do have ability, and there's no question about it. But there is something else about this kid. It looks like he's got the mental side of it. He's got the emotional side of it.
The technique for sure.
He's doing it all the right way. All right. And you know he has watched a lot of film of Tony, and he blocks this one back into the goal.
It's an onslaught right now, but you just got to believe in Tony's poise and composure. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Tony saw that one get through on that far side. All right, so Burmetler has come out to get 6 of the first 7 here in this semifinal, and we've only been playing about 3.5 minutes. Spredeman will find the hole near side. Tony took his time, and he's going to slow things down a little bit. He's going to try to bring some control back to his side of the table. That's got to start with defense, though.
Jeez,
so far, Burmetler has been
just so
tremendous offensively, trying to come back with that short dink.
Now, Tony, who's been in every situation, in every position, and everything.
And by every, we mean every.
Right. Yeah, he probably recognized that as something he needs to convert on. Oh, he's getting every break, though, too. He's getting everything, picking up every loose ball.
Burmetler. This time, Tony with a switch and the block on that long pull shot as he brought that far man over on the 2-rod. Comes back to Stefan. This time, Tony there to make the stop and pick up the rebound. 1-0 lead for Stefan Burmetler of Austria.
Tony can make the defensive adjustment and figure out this kid's 3-bar.
I worked my very first tournament in Austria in 2007, which maybe Burmetler wasn't even born yet.
I don't think so, dude.
In Austria. I always had such a great time going to Tulln outside Vienna for a couple of tournaments.
So we saw Burmetler torch Ryan Moore's zone. We got to see if he can do the same thing to Tony. Oh,
that's a good play there. And he knocked it off that back wall, grabs it on the 3, will bring it across, set it up, and look for the lead. So smooth. This time Tony gets a man on it. Tony's going to make adjustments. He can't help it. He always will. Got junior match taking place over on table number 3. Spredeman's quick shot here. That's going to stay on the table. And somehow Tony able to reel in the rebound. Will again set it up, flip it over. And have Burmetler block it as he tried to bring it to that near side. 1-1 here in game 2. Burmetler doing it on both sides of the ball. Watch out here. He's going to get forward. He grabs a quick shot. Tony somehow got a man on it and was able to snag the rebound.
Let's see if Tony can make him pay for those mistakes. Ryan wasn't able to make him pay. Tony may be able to make him pay for those mistakes.
Spredeman didn't get much behind that pass. Through the high lane goes Burmetler. And tic-tac coming back and hitting that far side.
This kid is just
Watch this.
smoking hot, man.
Not a push kick, just sort of a delayed release, allowing Tony to get off the hole and allowing Stefan to find the hole. It's 2-1.
How great is it that we would not have if this wasn't an ITSF event, we would not have had an opportunity to see this kid play. We get to see this kid play because it's an ITSF World Series event.
Spredeman puts it into play, fortunate to get it through, thinking about the pull kick. Will set up the snake.
He thought about the pull kick.
Tony looking to even it at 2 here in game 2. And again, Burmetler, not a lot of movement defensively, but he knows exactly what he's doing and why he wants to move, and then he's anticipating. But another shot here by Spredeman, blocked up into the air and off the table by Stefan.
Tony's like, oh my gosh, don't let him have everything. Don't let him get everything.
That shot just wide and right back into his goal. So he came with a push off the man, off the outside wall, and he couldn't save it. It's 2-2. Again, you know, we always talk about the ability of these great players to make adjustments and then adjustments to the adjustments. And that's something you learn over a period of time. This kid is 17. Is he capable of doing that kind of thing, which really is necessary? Because you know Tony's going to adapt and he's going to adjust. It's just whether Stefan has the awareness to adjust to those adjustments, and we'll see. Tony smoothly along the outside wall, then dinking it in, and here comes Spredeman.
Where Tony may have the absolute advantage, if he's on top of it, is the transition game, just because of experience. But this kid's a twitchy 17-year-old kid, so you got to be careful, right?
Burmetler looking to tie it from pull shot position. And he does as he finds that short split. Watch here, didn't have to pull it real far, just enough to get it between.
He really has a very nice pull shot stroke.
Spredeman coming back along that outside wall. And finds that whole far side. He relied on that switch. Relied on the quick twitch of Burmetler and was able to find that far side. Four 4-3 lead for Spredeman. You knew Tony wasn't going to go easy. And again, is Burmetler capable of making the adjustments? We'll see. And the timeout called here by Tony.
He's still shooting such a high percentage from the 3-bar. He's squandered some possessions, right? Some quick shooting stuff, some transition stuff. Tony got a break. It's fun to watch. If Tony, I mean, we believe in Tony because he's showed us so many times that he can get it done in any situation. But it's tough when you get a 17-year-old juggernaut whose expectations are probably pretty low, but the upside he knows is high as heck.
Ball put back into play by Spredeman. Tony bounces, try to go through the lane, can't connect. It comes back to Stefan at goal. Burmetler fires that one down the table and through the man and in. So he took his time beautifully, got a lot behind this one, enough to spin it around and have it drop into the goal. We're even at 4 here in the second game.
Got a timeout. Look at Tony feeling it. Tony's feeling it. He's absorbing. He's trying to, take the opportunity for himself. And this kid's smiling. You don't like that. You don't like a kid who's too comfortable. He's just like having so much fun. He's happy to be here, but
this is what he plays for, right? Played Ryan Moore earlier. He's playing Tony
Yeah.
Spredeman now. These are a couple of foosball gods that he has been following throughout his career. Tony, though, so good in the clutch. Goes through that far lane, and just like that, it's one game apiece.
All that noise you're hearing, by the way, is for the junior championship. I don't know who won.
I don't think that was the championship, though, because my kids are still playing.
Oh, I don't. Maybe they're just a big win.
That was a young Luaris kid, Jaden Luaris, Eddie Luaris Jr.'s son, playing.
And back here to a serious threat. Tony's facing a serious threat in Stefan Burmetler, as the Austrians and Germans like to call him. It's Burmetler, but the boom.
With a boom? You're not booing him, you're booming him.
Boom Etler.
All right.
Now, he went 5 games with Ryan Moore, and what he showed us is a 2-bar that was spectacular. We haven't seen that yet. We've seen him put some hard ones on goal, though, right?
But you mentioned it earlier, Tony's zone. We've seen some weaknesses in Tony's zone against Ryan, but that's about it. Otherwise, Spredeman generally is not giving up a lot from goal. Here's Burmetler opening it up with a straight. Tony felt like he was there. Let's see where this one went.
Oh,
Tony
God,
came back too far.
That's a defensive mistake. He was blocking nothing at that point.
Back comes Spredeman, who's feeling pretty good offensively now with that snake shot. Trying to come near side. Burmetler with a block. And then that one's going to angle in off the man. It's 2-0. Tony trying to get the left hand back there, but not quite in time.
He's disgusted that he's getting that break on him.
Yeah. Calm, smooth, talented. Stefan Burmetler. That shot at him blocked, and then the great save by Spredeman. Tony working that far wall, 2 to the 5. Now we'll step into the forward position, look to go 5-3. But taken away by Burmetler. And he picks it up with a left, with a right hand, and then nails that pull kick, just like that.
Oh, dude. And it was the one that goes before the man, like he knew it. It was not to the long hole. Oh, Tony gets missed on the rim.
Quick brush pass from the 2 to the 3, and then back up the table the other way off a couple of men. It's 4-0.
What did we talk about before this? If sometimes it starts to feel like if he beats Tony, it feels like a destiny run, right? Like nothing's going to stop him.
However, that other semifinal, a couple of beasts over there as well, in Brendan Munoz and Tommy Orr. 4 players left in this event, and I think any of them could win it. Tony picks this one up and then angles it in beautifully. Watch this. Is it a snake shot? No, it's an angle from the far man. It's 4-1. And the takeaway here, sent wide of the goal once, twice, back towards his goal. Left hook with a 2-rod goes wide of the goal, and then it lands on the 5 of Burmetler. His quick pass attempt is blocked away and then grabbed on the 3 by Stefan Burmetler, who will call timeout.
Is Tony trying to get him to play fast? And Tony and I just talked about this. It was not long ago, it feels like yesterday, that Tony was a 17-year-old kid facing Frederic Collignon in the finals of Open Singles. It feels like yesterday when he was that kid, and now he's got that kid in front of him. And it's like a freight train. It's like the murderer's row of masters Tony beat to get to that final.
Looking for a 3rd game win. Burmetler strokes it home. So Stefan Burmetler now just a game away from the men's singles final as Tony acknowledges the outstanding play of his Austrian opponent.
So what do you got to do, man? You got to stop the slop. You got to make sure that when he makes a mistake, you convert it. When he gives you the freebie, you got to convert it. You got to score a little bit better.
I also think time of possession for Tony needs to go up. When he gets these possessions, let's work it. Let's work it. He's sort of, at this stage been a little bit sloppy for him.
Both sponsored by Floro, by the way. Floro's got 2 people in the semifinal.
All right, here we go. 4th game underway, trailing 2-1. Spredeman able to tic-tac and then go through that far lane. He'll set it up against Burmetler, looking to strike first. Again, he is slowing it down, taking his time, and then nails that far side.
He's looking off into space like he's dialing that one in. He's putting in the data bank.
Taken away here by Tony. Spredeman with a bounce pass.
He was on the lane when he did it.
He's going to slow things down a little bit, take some time, work the mouth of the goal. Try to come near side. Burmetler posts up, makes the block, and the rebound rolls to his 5. Boy, he is unflappable, too. Just so cool on the table. That one angled up the table by Tony to his 3-rod.
Then Burmetler's like, what?
Spredeman, you saw Burmetler leave that hole a little bit too long, and Tony took advantage of it to tie it, or rather to take a 2-0 lead as he looks to tie it at 2 games apiece if he can pull this game out. Hoping to send it to a 5th and final game in this semifinal. Tony,
Ooh.
oh, what a grab.
Toenail grab. The back English. Oh,
You heard the whole crowd groan on that. It is a big crowd. The stands are full. Boy. Burmetler again will set up the pull shot, and then he cuts the lead in half with that shot down the middle.
that pull shot right now is the
Look at
hottest
this.
3-bar in the room.
Look at that. It just gets the toenail on it to reel it in. Spredeman to the tic-tac lane, and then the dink. Watch, doesn't wait too long, gets it, scores it. Burmetler says, I'm just happy to be here. That was great play by the great Spredeman. Nothing real flashy about Stefan Burmetler, just good, solid play on every rod. Puts that one on goal. Tony able to pick up the rebound.
Tony again with one of the best zone, maybe the best tornado zone for defensively all time. Trusting his defense. Oh,
Went with a quick stick pass to the pull kick, but didn't execute it. I feel like it's been a while since we've seen Tony do that. He will set it up here. Spredeman back down the middle. It's 4-1. So Tony Spredeman not unexpectedly responding here in this 4th game. He fell behind 2-1, but he has come out to get 4 of the 5 goals scored in game 4. And he's just a goal away from sending this semifinal down to a final game. And there it is.
He got a break.
The stick pass, the pull kick, and he did indeed get a break.
And here we go. These 5th games have started off with Burmetler jumping out to early leads. And that's kind of scary, right? When this kid gets out to an early lead, and we haven't seen him open up with his 2-bar yet, which is nasty.
Well, one thing you know that Tony is doing now, and he's standing at the table just sort of looking down, developing a game plan, anticipating what Burmetler will do opening up this 5th game. So Tony knows what he's going to do. You can see it there, the resolve. The crowd loving every minute of it.
This kid is, if he just decides to keep doing this, he's going to be an all-time great. If he decides to keep doing this, he's going to be an all-time great.
Yeah.
Period.
Here we go, 5th game. The winner advances to the men's singles final. The loser would finish 3rd in the 3rd, 4th position. Here we go. And that one knocked down by Tony, and then it comes back and lands on the 3-rod. So Burmetler will have the first scoring opportunity of game number 5 as he sets up the pull shot. Fakes and then strokes it home.
That lateral speed, Jim, and the takeoff.
So a little fake here to kind of freeze Tony, and then he finds the long hole. Back comes Spredeman. Tony. Goes to come near side, blocked by Burmetler up into the air and off the table. Tony took his time, and Burmetler Came off a little bit, but not far enough to allow that ball to get through him.
You got to worry about this kid's 2-bar.
See Tony completely in the forward position defensively. Oh, Tony looked away and kind of lost an opportunity to grab that ball on the 3-row, and eventually it ends up on the 5 of Burmetler. Tic-tac bounce pass.
We talked about him jumping out to early leads and having to climb back in it.
Stefan strokes it home.
There it is, middle.
It's 2-0.
Boom. He's just shooting all the right holes.
Tony went with that quick left hook, blocked by Stefan. Spredeman can't hold on to that tic-tac wall pass. Oh, fortunate effort there, Tony.
And Tony said, "Yeah."
He figured he deserved a break.
He knows he needs one.
Yeah, and Burmetler's had a few. But again, you make your own breaks. Tony says, "I'll take that." And he's now down 2-1.
Yeah.
Let's use a timeout.
Oh man, this kid is just smiling and having a good time.
Looks like maybe Munoz and Tommy Yor about to get underway over on table number 3.
Foosball TV, the highest quality, best stream in the world, doing production for Inside Foos. Look at these shots from Foosball TV.
Here we go. Burmetler putting it into play. He leads 2-1 here in the 5th. Can't connect on the pass. Comes back to Tony. Tony has that one intercepted and stolen away by Burmetler, who is deceptively fast. Stefan has that shot attempt blocked. And taken away again by Spredeman. The bounce pass. Tony trying to come back near side. Burmetler sends that one towards the goal. And Tony tried to flip it over and grab it. Couldn't save it. And Burmetler will have another chance here. From pull shot position, he finds that hole down the middle.
He's just crushing that shot.
It's the lateral speed. He gets there so quickly, this time down the middle.
And he's getting that behind that ball on a pinch with that lateral speed.
He's also been good defensively here in this 5th game. Blocked the last couple of attempts from Spredeman. Tony, again, rattled that one off the near post. And he'll call timeout.
You want to know who his pull shot reminds me of? Really? It reminds me of Lafredo's pull shot because the takeoff reminds me of Lafredo's 90s pull shot. He just like pretty stoic, but the release point, and there were times when Lafredo was deep in the bracket or in the finals, he would just explode and crush the ball, but he didn't hit it that hard all the time. He just got behind the ball in the pinch. The lateral speed was so sick. The 90s Lafredo pull shot, that's what it reminds me of.
Interesting. And Burmetler will put it back into play. Tried to go to that short corner. Hole was there. The shot went just wide. Tony, again, 2 to the 3. Tried to go with that quick dink. And again, I think you touched on it earlier. The confidence in the snake shot really maybe not there for Tony right now. Burmetler looking for a match point. And he gets it.
This kid is completely on fire. This kid is completely on fire.
Here in the 5th. Wow. Tony will stink it from that pull kick set. So he's gone away from the snake. He's going to use the pull kick, and in this case, utilizes that short dink. Remains match point, however, for Stefan. Burmetler can't connect. Tony tried to send it down the middle. Fortunate that that ball spun through to his 5. Spredeman along the outside wall. Let's see if he goes back to the snake. Nope, going to stick with the pull kick.
Oh, he misses wide open.
Just missed that wide open shot. Does get it back. And there's the long. It's 3-4-3.
One more, it goes to overtime.
Comes off the ball a little bit, freezing Burmetler, and then nails that near corner.
One more goes into overtime.
2 in a row from Spredeman.
When you get to a defining moment, do you define the moment or does it define you?
Burmetler will put it into play. It still has a match point.
Calling about timeout situations.
And Tony will call timeout.
Tony, he knows it's a big. Look at him, Burmetler, like, but oh man, he's having so much fun. He's having way too much fun.
That's what it's all about, though,
Yeah,
Mark.
no, it's. I'm talking about if you're Tony, you're like, why? Yeah, we're having too much fun. Oh, you're a fearless 17-year-old monster.
All right, again, Burmetler will put it into play. It remains match point for Stefan. Try to go along the wall, blocked by Spredeman. Through the high lane
pass.
successfully, and he can win it right here. Looking to advance to the men's singles final, Stefan Burmetler. That shot attempt blocked and taken away by Tony.
Is this going into overtime?
Oh, taken right
shit.
back by Burmetler. Who will set up the pull shot. Second opportunity to advance, but another block here by Tony.
He rushed it.
Almost with another steal sent down the middle. Tony living dangerously. Rushes it to the 5.
And he's still got to trust his pull kick if he gets it.
Steps into the forward position, goes back along that wall. He is indeed shooting the pull kick. Spredeman. That tic-tac pull kick blocked by Burmetler. And there it is. A big-time pull kick from goal for Stefan Burmetler, and what a day this young man is having. He defeats Ryan Moore earlier. He defeats Tony Spredeman in the semifinal to advance to the men's singles final here at the 2024 ITSF
This kid is bananas.
Tornado World Series.
This kid is completely bananas. He is